Well, Sean Diddy Combs is sitting in a New York City prison tonight, a far cry from his luxurious lifestyle. The music mogul is facing federal charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution, and that is on top of several civil suits. The entertainer arrested at a Manhattan hotel Monday night, and this is a timeline of recent events. The accusations against Diddy started last November when the rapper's former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, filed a lawsuit claiming Diddy raped her and was prone to uncontrollable rage. The suit was quietly settled one day after it was filed. Just a week later, two more women came forward, accusing the rapper of drugging and abusing them. In December, he denied all allegations against him. Another woman claimed she was flown from a Detroit suburb to New York City, where she was drugged and raped by Diddy. In March, Homeland Security agents raid the rapper's homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And by May, video showing Combs attacking his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in 2016 was released, leading to Diddy posting his own video to Instagram, apologizing and calling his behavior inexcusable. Just days before Diddy's arrest, singer Dawn Richard accused Diddy in a federal lawsuit of sexual battery, sexual harassment, and false imprisonment, among other allegations. The singer called his behavior monstrous. Joining us now to discuss the details of Richard's lawsuit against Diddy is her attorney, Arick Fudali. Arick, great to have you on this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. To date, many lawsuits against Combs have described sexual abuse, as you know. I want to focus, though, on the brutality first. Without disclosing any sensitive information to the case or to your client, what was your client's experience?
Well, I think what's interesting about my client's experience and what has been very validating is sort of the similarities between our civil complaint that we filed and the allegations in the indictment filed by the Department of Justice. The sex trafficking claims, the forced labor claims, those sorts of things were very strikingly similar to our civil complaint. And seeing that has been very encouraging and validating for our client.
You know, some of the lines that stick out are the threats in this suit, including, quote, "You want to die today," quote, "I end people." Combs called these threats essentially a lover's spat. How does your client see these statements?
Well, certainly not the same way as Mr. Combs has characterized them. And it was interesting during the arraignment, his defense attorney, and since the arraignment, has been sort of making this argument, this defense, that this is a lover's spat. But we've all seen the video of what took place in that hotel lobby or in that hotel hallway, and that sort of I think, is the best version and the more clear version of what we're talking about here.
You know, the lawsuit also says that Richard is owed for performances totaling millions of dollars. Has there been any response from Diddy to those claims specifically?
No, there has not been any response as of date to our civil complaint. I assume in time there will be some sort of response from the multiple defendants in the lawsuit, but at this point we have not received any response.
And does your client have a reaction now to Mr. Combs' arrest and the charges that have been waged against him in the days since?
Well, it was very difficult for my client, of course, to file this lawsuit. As you know, she filed using her own name, Dawn Richard, as opposed to a Jane Doe, which she would have had the right to in the Southern District of New York. So it was very brave of her and very difficult, because anytime someone is brave enough to sue or to bring charges or allegations against someone as powerful and prominent as Mr. Combs, you face backlash, and she has faced some online backlash. So seeing the indictment and seeing specifically how similar the allegations were between our civil lawsuit and the indictment, like I said, with the sex trafficking claim, the forced labor claim, that's been validating. It's been encouraging for her, and it's certainly helping her through what's been a very difficult process.
And what does she hope? We have about a minute left, Arick. What does she hope comes of this case?
Accountability and justice is what she wants the most. We specifically and intentionally did not put a dollar amount in our civil complaint, which again would have been our right. We chose not to because for Ms. Richard, of course, we'll be asking for significant financial compensation for what she's alleged she's been through. But for her, it's really about justice. It's really about accountability, and it's really about also inspiring and empowering others. It was Ms. Ventura's bravery in bringing her lawsuit that inspired Ms. Richard to file hers. she had been suffering in silence until then, and it was empowered by Miss Ventura's bravery when she filed her lawsuit. So Miss Richard also hopes that her bravery and her coming forward may inspire others to come out against other people, especially even other powerful individuals.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.